of Education and the Kenya Institute of Special Education have today held the third conference on special needs education aimed at improving functional assessment for children with special needs so as to facilitate their access to quality education. Elizabeth Atieno reports.
The two-day conference was officially opened by Implementation of Curriculum Reforms Principal Secretary Fatuma Shege, who noted that the Ministry of Education has formed a multi-agency technical committee for the implementation of curriculum reforms.
I also note with satisfaction that KISE is a member of the multi-agency technical committee for implementation of curriculum reforms. It has also established an institutional working group on curriculum reforms. This is a commendable move to ensure that the reforms are at the center of all activities of KISE.
The Principal Secretary further encouraged KISE to lead in guidance and implementation for competency-based curriculum for special needs, sentiments that have been echoed by Kenya Commission for University Education Chairperson Chacha Nyagoiti.
It has also established an institutional working group on curriculum reforms. This is a commendable move to ensure that the reforms are at the center of all activities of KISE.
Learners can still achieve the highest level of education without necessarily condemning them to the old systemic arrangement where we would have an exam that determines you as a failure and me as somebody who has passed.
The Ministry of Education has put in place a policy on special and inclusive education and training.
This commitment is further expressed by the fact that the Ministry of Education has put in place a policy on special needs and inclusive education and training together with its implementation guidelines. The policy documents address education provision for learners with special needs and disabilities.
According to data released by UNICEF, there are 240 million children living with disabilities in the world, 49% being female while 51% being male. 25% are currently not in school, 49% have never been to school, 38% dropped out at lower secondary school, while 27% dropped out of upper secondary school. The two-day conference that has brought together different education stakeholders and their partners is set to address the following issues: assessment tools, materials and equipments, skill development and competency of assessors, resourcing for functional assessment, assessment approaches, roles of stakeholders in functional assessment, and research and policy in functional assessment. Elizabeth Atieno, TV 47.